Welcome, viewers, back to Grounded with me, Corknut. And this is approximately episode 13. Last time we were here, we spent some time building this box base over on the edge of the pond because it has come time to start exploring the pond. Before we do that, we want to make a few more preparations. Namely, we want to make sure we have the time. So it's kind of late in the evening. We probably want to do a few minor things today before jumping in the water. Make sure we have enough supplies, enough to eat, enough water, etc. What we're going to do first is look for things we need in order to make the gill tube. So we're going to need lily pad wax and eel grass strand. I'm guessing, my best guess is that's eel grass, but maybe not. And then obviously those are lily pads, so I'm hoping lily pad wax is going to be somewhere near there. Before we do this though, it is late at night. I mean, it is evening. That is an orb weaver. And she's coming this way. It looks like there might be a molar right there. I'm not sure what that white thing is, but I'm guessing it's a tooth. That is also an orb weaver, so there's a few too many spiders on this side of things for me to just jump in there and grab those. But I think what we might be able to do is reinforce our hut a little bit, and then set this up so we can tap those orb weavers, run into here, up on the roof, and detect them from the roof. So that's an option, but that will involve reinforcing the bottom layer here. Maybe putting some spikes around the outside, that sort of thing. We do have access to reinforced walls, sturdy walls. A sturdy wall is pretty much just grass plank with weed stems, whereas a stem wall is 3 stems. A stem wall is actually slightly sturdier than a sturdy wall, but it is 3 stems instead of 1. And then you can see the defense of a grass wall is pretty damn low. So I think we should probably change these to sturdy walls, at least on the bottom. And then I'll feel a little safer. Probably also want to put a sturdy door up. Oh, yeah. So let's take a look what a sturdy door would take. Sturdy door. Come on, rotate. Sturdy door just says location obstructed when I try to put it there. So what if we do it from outside? Yeah, so we're gonna have to knock that down. Sturdy door is gonna need 3 stems. Which, come to think of it, we have right here. So why don't we recycle this piece? And then we are set to go. Look at that. Problem solved. Sturdy door on the bottom. Let's also throw up some sturdy walls. Sturdy walls. Right here. Tried just the front first. Interesting thing about sturdy walls is they pop the old wall out of place when you finish them. So the old wall's still there until we put up the last weed stem. It's gonna get night soon. That weed stem right here did regrow. Why don't we just chop this guy down? Interestingly, it did regrow even though we chopped the... Oops, wrong tool. It did regrow even though we chopped up its stump. So that kind of breaks my theory that chopping up the stumps is what prevents regrowing. I'm not really sure if there's a way to prevent a regrow. Wow, that was a lot of stems. Tell you what, I think we're gonna have to make a stem pallet. Let's do that. We need one extra plant fiber. So for those plant fiber, yeah. Why can't I do a crude? Oh, crude rope takes more than one plant fiber. That's why. Crude rope takes 3 plant fibers. And I think we get a bunch from here. So that should do it. Back to stem pallet. Stem pallet. Crude stem pallet in the corner. That'll just make building this stuff a lot simpler. Okay, these walls next. Just mark all 3. Let's just mark all the walls that we're going to make into sturdy walls. Make sure the right side is facing outward. I do remember when our base was attacked early on that when our base was attacked early on, we kind of lost some walls on the first floor, so I'm hoping a sturdy version here will keep our base intact for longer. Unfortunately, we're going to need a lot more grass. Wondering if we have a second to run and try to get one more chunk of grass to get us started here, because we're not going to need that much. We're only going to need a couple. But it is right about the time when the spiders start coming out. So I think we're gonna chicken out. Do that later. I already hear the spider music starting. I really don't just want to spend my time getting killed. We do have parts of a sturdy walls, but we'll need a few more. Let's take a look up there, just see if there's any indication from this vantage point.
Taking a look around.
Nope, no indication whatsoever that there might be horrible spiders wandering around out in the wilderness. There's also nothing really scary happening in the pond. I think we could probably put a trail marker here. I'm gonna put it back in this corner because we'll probably not touch anything in this corner. And we're gonna name this. We're gonna name this New Home. Well, let's call it Pond Home. Well, Pond View. I'll give that a nice pinkish color. Give it a flag. Alright. Finally. What I was kind of hoping was that we'd get obvious spiders wandering by here and we'd just be able to snipe them. I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's more likely to happen is if we venture out of here, they'll find us. So until that happens, let's just spend the night. I'm actually going to set our spawn point here. And we will sleep through till the morning. Alright. So this is going to be a little bit like what we did last time. We're just going to go gather a bunch of grass. Because we want to finish those lower walls before we do anything else. Oops. Probably should have grabbed a drink first. Grab a drink. Or our food is rotting away. Got some raw aphid meat. Oh, I was going to fix those. Yeah, before that aphid meat rots. Let's actually
making it hard not to think about what it's made of.
Let's actually. Oh, did I just eat raw? Damn. Let's eat what's actually on here. That's cooked raw weevil meat. No, aphid roast. That's better. Okay. We want a workbench because we want to be able to repair. Although, can I just repair these without a workbench? It's quite possible. I can, but I need mite fuzz. Damn. It's always something. Okay. Let's forget about the shoes for now, but be on the lookout for mite and or mite fuzz. I think there were some mites not too far away that direction. I also got a note that said I should check the can.
Ever wonder what the inside of a
Or check under the can or on the can. So let's take a look at this real quick because we haven't really explored the can itself very much, have we? And there is a little gap. And look at that. It's a secret molar. I'm gonna bust it. Nice. Thanks for your tips, as always. Helped me find a molar that was right by where we were hanging out. Okay, on to the grass busting. Let's go chop some grass. Get it out of the way. Sun's coming up. I like the sun because it makes the spiders go to sleep. Alright, we chopped all these down. We just have to gather them. Probably could have made it last night. Glad these didn't despawn. We'll come back, make a couple trips, get all this stuff tidied up.
Scrabble along, comrade.
Get this all built out. Make me feel that much safer. Did I miss some over here? No. Yes. They're a little sneaky. Uh, okay, I think that is just about everything down here. Everything down on the first floor is now sturdy. We decided we don't need a workbench. I am gonna go and tidy up some of those grass planks we downed because I am afraid they're gonna respawn and get wasted. And I'm sure we will have plenty of uses for that. Let's grab this eel. I mean, weevil. Called it. Grab another load of these grass planks. And maybe go for a dip in the water. Seems to be a steady supply of weevils right here. Steady supply of aphids. If we get some fuzz from some mites, we'll be able to fix our shoes. We should also be on the lookout for another bird feather because it might be nice to start making some mint arrows. Alright, we have too many grass planks, of course. Alright, let's go take a look. Actually, first, let's take a look at our inventory. We have too much stuff. Make some baskets. Storage. No clovers. Chest, no acorn shells. Let's go get some acorn shells and make a couple chests in here. Should be plenty of acorn shells right over here. It's the wrong tool. Too much stuff in my inventory. Plenty of pebblets. I guess if we drop some of this rotten meat. Not really gonna need that. Alright, that should be enough for a couple chests. See what we get.
Those aphids look like they have things to do and people to see. I mean, this is probably what bottled water is.
Chest. Maybe throw down a couple of these. Just so there's plenty of... Really? That wasn't even enough acorn. Okay. Takes quite a bit of acorn to make a chest, turns out. Alright, I think that's probably enough acorn. Thought it was going to be like one piece per chest, but it's like 4. And I think you get 3 per acorn, so it takes quite a bit of acorn to build a chest. Yep, still need 2 more and some clovers. Let's make sure we deposit everything we don't need in here. I think that's essentially it. The rest is food or parts. These planks I'm just going to throw upstairs to get them out of the way. Let's go bash 1 more acorn, and then I promise we'll hit the lake. Or the pond, actually. Might stop to shoot some weevils. Aphids. Shoot some aphids. Practice our archery. Our crossbowmanship. We're gonna need a couple clovers too, aren't we? Yeah. And acorns. Should be plenty of acorns right here at the oak tree. Yeah, that should do it. Might as well grab some of these sprigs and stuff since they always seem to be needed. Okay, that'll give us some needed space. Let's see, I think we're going to roast the rest of that food. Just because, oops, I roasted the wrong one. Oh well. Just because these are probably gonna rot otherwise. And takes up too much space. Hold on. Where did I get that grass chunk from? Alright. That seems reasonable. Let's drop off these ones because they're not going to be useful while we're out. We're not going to need these in the water. We're not going to need the gas mask. Probably won't need very much water. We're not going to need the shield. We're not going to need the broken shoes. We probably won't need the arrows or the crossbow. But I'm loath to drop it, really. So let's stick with that for now. I guess I could have... yeah, let's put the other food on the spit to roast it, just because otherwise it's going to rot. There we go. And now we are truly out of here.
Taking a look around.
Alright. So first question is it safe to get in here and get back out? Because kind of had some panics last time. Whoa, what the hell? Diving bell spider? Oh god, okay. There's a whole new type of spider to be terrified of. Great. Weapons check. So the other thing that we noticed was Spearworks. Can't swing a club. Can't fire. Yeah, none of our weapons really work underwater. That's great. Which means like none of our stuff is gonna work, right? How are we gonna harvest? Here's the only weapon that works down here. Let's try to stay away from a diving bell spider. I guess we're gonna harvest some algae since it's here, although, like, it's not really doing us much good. The only recipe we know for this stuff is a slushy. See if that is what we're looking for. Yes, got the lily pad whack. Okay, and it doesn't seem like we're aggroing anything right here. We've got some time to look for things. Just keep an eye out. There's a few more lily pad waxes. There's bubbles coming out of the... Oh god. Something saw us. Don't know what it was. I heard something growling. I'm scared. I don't see anything. Go along this way and see if we can't get closer to these things, because we do want another plant from the water. The grass, right? Eel grass. So none of this really looks like eel grass. And when I get close to this stuff, it doesn't really give me a way to harvest it. So maybe that stuff down there? Okay. Try and get closer to that stuff, I guess. Diving bell spider. Don't see it anywhere. There's no undercut here that things are going to come out and get us from, is there? No. Good, okay. Yeah, let's go closer to this stuff. See if it's something we can grab. Doesn't really look like it. Okay. 10 seconds. Not gonna lie, that wheat noise, okay, that was a molar there too, so maybe we can jump out and grab that without getting killed by that orb weaver we saw. Okay, I definitely hear something prowling up there. Let's take a smarter approach. See what happens if we approach it from a different angle. Let's see if we can't grab more of these things. Not gonna lie, this is like this is somehow more terrifying than like roaming around at night, not knowing where the spiders are. It's like in here they can, instead of just coming from in front of you and behind you, they can also come from below you. Very reassuring. Okay. Okay, so we do want to try to get that molar, but there's going to be spiders guarding it. It's always spiders. Although... don't really see one. Of course, he shows up right then. Alright. Seems like he's patrolling in and out of there. But he stops and turns. Oh, he sees us. Okay. That's uncomfortable. Okay. don't think we're in a position to grab that just yet, although I'm very tempted. Pretty sure there's also Orb Weaver right over there. Oh yeah, that guy is ugly. We're gonna have to make like a stat check against Orb Weavers soon anyway, just to see, like, you know, if it's possible. My feeling is probably not, just based on how hard it was to take him out with arrows from the top of our tower. How many of these did we get? We got 4 lily pad wax. What we're gonna need those for initially are the fins and the gill tube. We only need 2 for the gill tube. We do need eel grass though. We're gonna have to figure that out as well. And then we have fin flops. So we have enough eel grass. Enough lily pad wax. We really need eel grass next. So eel grass could be this, but I don't think it is. If it is, it's not obvious, like what part of that. Let's go see around the other side, maybe, see if there's any kind of other vegetation. Didn't really see anything. I also haven't seen any of the water insects. There's like a... What happens when we shoot you? Oh my god, we killed it in one shot. Oops. Okay, well. Should we jump in and grab it? Thinking maybe, but that is a long swim back to the exit. Although that's the same swim we did before. Maybe the answer is we're going for it. Raw tadpole meat. The music just stopped. It's always reassuring. Bubbles. Bubbles coming up from those plants. That could be eel grass. I mean, who knows? If I hadn't seen that spider, I would have assumed that the only scary things down here are the fish. But now I'm terrified of that spider there. It seems to be,
Let's see what we can find.
let's see. Killed 0, slashing salty. I don't know. Maybe we can make that decoy. How much meat did we get? We got 1 raw tadpole meat. We know that there was one thing we could make from that, which was like some kind of food decoy. Decoy bait. Decoy bait also needs water flea meat. Okay, so we're gonna have to run over to the other pond to get water flea meat. Which sounds like a great excuse not to do any more exploration in this terrifying spot, so I'm gonna do that because I'm scared. And I want to see what the decoy meat does. Maybe that is how we get around the spider. Not really sure. So what we're gonna do is take these things to get them scienced. Let's take some essentials out of here, but leave most of this stuff. I'm hearing spidery music. Maybe it's just my imagination that music is spidery, but sure seems like it. Right now it's 1600, so we have plenty of time. We can make it to get some drink. We can make it to the other pond before nightfall.
Not so bad.
Maybe, did I pick up my broken slippers? Yeah, maybe we will try to get some aphid meat and some mite fuzz on the way. So a quick detour. Pick up some more of that stuff. Maybe establish even more defenses around our base.
Aphid on the
And
move.
then see if we can't lure a spider over there and fight it. maybe soon. Or possibly we just run into one out in the wilderness here. Alright, how do we get to the other pond? Just this direction, pretty much. It's kind of unfamiliar territory. Is that a thistle right there? It is. We could go collect some more spikes off that. Although we do have a lot of spikes in first home. So maybe we'll think about that later. There's a science hut we can use to check on these two things we picked up. We got some lily wax. We know where to get that now. That's great. We can make a new smoothie from that. We also got raw tadpole meat, which we can make a tadpole mount. Nice. And a stuffed tadpole. That's going to be cute. Okay. Let's see what happens. You know, does this show us where spiders are? That actually might be useful if we set this to spider. Spider chunk. I really don't want there to be that many spiders. Wait, why are there so many in the middle? Oh no, they're okay, good. Wait, why are some of them different colors? Why are there so many spiders in the middle of the pond? We've definitely been through the middle of the pond and not seen spiders before, right? What does this indicate? I don't know. Survey resource. Maybe we haven't actually surveyed. Okay. That looks like more like it. There's like a couple right here. A couple right here, right behind this place. And hopefully not many more. Can I see them from here? Oops.
Taking a look around.
Nope. Okay. Actually, that's super useful if we can see where spiders are with that. There's a lot more spiders than I thought. But yeah, that is hella useful. How come I didn't do that before? Alright, that is super reassuring because now I can just be like, yeah, there's absolutely no spiders in this pond. Super safe. What we're looking for, though, are some water fleas. We're probably only going to be able to fight them with this spear here. Where does it get deep enough for water fleas? Here we go. There's one. Come here, buddy. I need your meat for experiments. Any more? Not seeing any more. There's one. They're super ugly, but they're not super threatening, are they? What is that? How did we not see that toad floating in the pond before? I've also got this... Alright, this guy's chasing me. We've also got... Oh, maybe they attack when you attack their buddies. Right. There's a toad over there. I think we must have seen that toad before. There's also like a spot on the map indicating we've never been here. Is that what that's indicating? I'm not sure. It's like a shadow on the map. Does it go? But it doesn't go away when we go through it. So I thought that... I've been thinking that was Fog of War this whole time. But maybe I'm wrong. That way? Yeah. Oh, fireflies. Yeah, so maybe that's not Fog of War, which is what I've been assuming it was. I'm not really sure. Seems pretty safe to assume that's what it is, but it's strange that it doesn't update when we're underwater. Maybe we have to be out of the water for it to update. Nope, still not updating if it's a fog of war zone. Strange. A little more. So, what is interesting is that there's not really any spiders marked on the map here. I am a little worried about these and getting back to first home. So I think we're much closer to pond view here. And if those are really spider marks, then it should be safe. Yeah, this area should be safe. Plus we get some mite fuzz. Fix our shoes. Jeez, I really like jumping in your face. Which I think we can repair already now. No, because we need if it meets, and we don't have any. Okay. So we're gonna skirt this way. What was that? There's a stink bug there. Stink bug lives there. This should be super safe. Wow, yeah, like having that spider tracker. Why didn't I think of that sooner? We could also double check at night to see if it's really. I wonder if it like updates them live, or if it's just like an up. It updates once when you do the scan, and then those marks are just left on your map from then on. Be interesting to see them moving around. Anyhow, having some idea of how many spiders there are is super nice. I wonder if they'll show up. It'll show up in the pond too. I forgot to check to see if that was marking that spider we saw in the pond. It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Oh, there's a secret pond over there too. Have we seen that one before? I don't think so. I think we've seen that. Yeah. That's like where the milk jug is. Okay. Oops. Do we have fix for our shoes? No, we need the meats. Okay, this thing. What about this thing? Do we have a way to make the decoy bait? Yes. Decoy bundle. A bundle of bait made from tadpole meat used as a distraction for larger predators. What do we do with that? Equip. Okay, so that's equipped as a weapon. Sort of. So maybe we want to drop that in our torch slot for now, since we won't be using a torch underwater. Are you gonna throw it? I bet you're gonna throw it. Let's see. Huck. Yeah. Interesting. The water flea meats, I believe we could use those for a mount. Yes. We'll make that here, but we'll take it to the other place. Just don't want to forget that we can make that. We can also make a tadpole mount if we had 2 tadpole meats. That's cute, but gross. And we can make a stuffed tadpole with some more gnat fuzz. Okay. Now we're gonna take a nap. till the morning. And tomorrow we're gonna go and see if we can't find eel grass. With our few remaining minutes here. First things first, let's get some water. Next, let's eat a roast let's eat a roast. Let's drop off the junk we
I do this
have.
normally.
I'm not gonna need the gas mask or the shield. Not gonna need gnat fuzz. Not gonna need our broken shoes. Not gonna need the torch. We might need the torch. I think that's it. The rest of the stuff we can hold on to. It's like 50% of our space. Let's go make sure there's no spiders roaming around outside. Don't see anything. Do they show up on our map? Okay, they haven't moved on our map, so I suspect that they only show up like during the scan and don't move around a track. Which is cool. It just means they're like where the spiders were when we scanned it. Still gives us a good idea of how many there are. Just not so much you know what? I think we should bring the shield. Because I think if we can only use this spear underwater, the shield's probably a good idea. Make sure we got this in our offhand, and what did we do with this thing? Why did I throw that in there? Use this because we're going to be in hand-to-hand underwater. And let's jump in. I want to go... Okay, here's something. And it's... Yeah, I just don't see anything. So we decided that stuff wasn't eel grass because there's no way to harvest it. But are we sure? I wonder if we have to harvest it from shore? I just don't know. There's also that diving bell spider here, so I kind of want to avoid this section. Let's see if we can't find an area that seems a little safer. I have a feeling we're going to have to use those air pockets there. Are those air pockets, or are those like where diving bell spiders live, and those are webs? It's hard to tell. Oh, it's so dark and deep. Might as well go collect our arrow. Oh, arrows float. That's cute. So the tadpoles, I have a feeling, are going to be a lot easier to kill than I was worried about. I thought that they were going to be the hard things in here. But considering one arrow took out a tadpole, I'm not sure that was justified. Pick up a bunch of these. I also haven't seen that big fish in a long time. Wondering where he lives. He must be in the depths most of the time. Please stop terrifying me. Eel grass. Which ones are eel grass? And is there another way out? That's another question, because this log looks promising as a way in and out. Although, still super slow. Okay. Yeah, this log lets you out. Good. And there's some surface travel here by means of these leaves. Right? Yes, leaves and those lily pads probably. Although it does feel safer to be underwater here. Where are the boatmen? How come we're not seeing any of those boat insects? If there's boatman insects that we need parts from to make the fins. Why aren't they here? Is shield underwater? Yes. Don't like that we haven't found anything that's obviously eel grass. And I don't like that we haven't found the boatmen yet.
Taking a look around.
There's a plant over there that we've never seen. Dry grass that way. There's all kinds of stuff that way. So, I mean, it's just an adventure to go this direction regardless. We might as well head this way. Although it looks to be blocked.
Scrabble
More or
along,
less.
Conrad.
Up here. Okay, so this is about where as far as we've got. Stay out of the water. See what we can get if we jump over these logs. It's a ladybug. There's several spiders marked on our map around here, so not feeling super safe, but I think they are up toward the tree, more or less. Because we're kind of like aware. I think we'll be okay. Wonder how many fish there are in this fish pond. If there's just the one, or if there's a whole bunch of fish. Who knows? Right. I'm also seeing mosquitoes here, so it might be time to take a shot at mosquitoes again. Okay, so we remember mosquitoes. They're a total pain in the ass. They resist busting, but they're weak to chopping and slashing. So that means, like, this is probably busting because it's a club, but it doesn't really have the busting icon. This is definitely chopping. We don't really have a slashing weapon right now. The slashing weapon was the sword, which we left at home. So fighting mosquitoes might not be the greatest option right now. So a whole lot of flowers that direction, and we're gonna run into the other side of this log fence here, which has a whole ton of spiders down at the other end. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try shooting one of these guys. See what that does. Okay, he took quite a bit of damage from that. This is taking too long. Hurting bad. See if we can't heal. Oops. Alright. Not doing great. But I did knock him out for a second. Why can't I? What happened to my club? Club went away. For some reason. Did I throw it at him? What the hell? Yeah, lost my club down here. And he called us. Great. Okay, so apparently you don't want to throw your club at the mosquitoes. That's quite a long ways. We're gonna have to run over there to get all our stuff. I think I started out with the right idea there, which was shooting him. But I just feel like we still don't have enough power. You know what we're gonna do is we're going to upgrade. Like, how come we haven't upgraded this yet? Level 2. It's only gonna do 5 extra points of damage. I don't know. It just still seems like we don't have the tools to do the job. Eel grass has got to be those things. There's got to be a way to knock those down. We're gonna explore that. Let me get my backpack. We're gonna go back. We're gonna try to knock down one of those cattails. It's got to be eel grass. Otherwise, what would eel grass be if that's not it? It's just nothing else growing in the water. I believe I threw my axe at him by mistake. I kind of feel like that's what killed us. I'm hoping we can get it back.
Rabbit's foot, Morton Noir lipstick, fake hall pass.
Good,
Looks like
got
it's
it.
all still here.
Mosquitoes are a pain. What is this? Oh, there's a field station up there.
Let's see what we can find.
Eel grass. I want to see what that blue flower is. Ah, shit. Never mind. I think we're just gonna run. Maybe we can run into the water before we die. Or maybe it's a fight. Is he coming? Coming. We missed. Yeah, we're already dead. Or not dead, but badly hurt. Okay.
Hey, mosquito, go suck someone else's blood.
What?
I don't need any
He
rust
ran
or
away.
virus.
Oh god, he's coming back. But you know what? Can't get us if we're underwater. Oh god, that carp can though, I'm sure. What is that? Just leaves. Eel grass. Eel grass, you say? Find the eel grass. Okay. If I was gonna try to chop something down here. Okay, look, I could use some kind of knife. So in other words, to get the eel grass, well, that was husky weed. Let's go see if we get a similar symbol from the that other stuff. So we get a knife symbol. We can't use this axe underwater. Here we definitely get an axe symbol. Underwater, we get a knife symbol. So there must be some underwater knife we have to build to be able to do that. But before we bother checking that, let's just make sure those oh, and we can get out of the water here. Let's not swim around. Stupid. Let's run around. I thought we could get out of the water here. Yeah. Yeah, this way. Let's make sure. Let's see if those cattails are actually eelgrass by getting really close with this thing.
Aphid on the move.
We also might be able to fight that ladybug. Because we could shoot ladybug and run to tower. Pretty sure we'd survive that. In fact, that might be like our consolation prize in case can't get eelgrass. We have any food? All our food's about to spoil. Let's eat this one.
Surprisingly
Okay,
not
so
terrible.
here's a grass. We know we can get back out of the water here. Hold on. So the question is, if we swim down toward it, first off, do we need to be at the bottom? Is that why we can't get it? Yeah, there was some over here that's way easier to reach the bottom. Let's get that one. Make sure we don't scare up diving bell spider. Right. So these are definitely eelgrass, if this stuff is eelgrass. The question is, do we get a knife symbol? No, we don't. Okay, so we're not going to be able to cut this stuff. Can we climb it? We can climb it. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is not eelgrass. It's got to be something in the depths. What is that guy? Water boatman. Dude, we gotta kill you, buddy. Sorry, you are cool looking though. Gotta kill you. Gotta kill you. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, he's running away. Spider. Okay, we got a water boatman fin. Great. Is this the eelgrass? No. Cool, we got a water boatman fin. That's gonna get us closer to fins we can use to swim around. Only we could find the eelgrass. Is that another water boatman? Yeah, okay. Diving bell spiders. Just hanging out on the wall over there. We don't get a lot of time. Spiders don't look that big. If we had a better underwater weapon, really don't like that we're not allowed to use our weapons here. It's also kind of an assumption that we're going to find eelgrass in this water here. Just because it's used to craft the water stuff, right? So gill tube here needs eelgrass, strand, silk rope, lily pad wax. Fin flops. We're going to need 4 water boatman fins. Okay, so we're going to have to go on a better expedition to kill more water boatmen, but we kind of know where they are now at least. We're going to need more eelgrass strands. Okay, so it's really this stuff. Do we get any information on it here? Hydrophobic strip, useful for binding things used in water. Cut from a tall, wispy eelgrass weed reaching up from the bottom of the pond. Okay. So it is. It is. Maybe that stuff is eelgrass. And we just need to get one of the taller ones. So we've got lily pads. Got those. It could be that stuff. There's definitely a spider out there. Those diving bell spiders just seem to be going up and down. Okay, that could be eel grass there too. It's got a lily pad on it. Right, tell you what. Let's swim out deeper. At least there's no fish out here. But yeah, I'm afraid that spider's gonna try to get us. There's a boatman. See what happens when we go toward these big bubble things that look like webs. Are you a web? What are you? Looks like a web. Can we get an air bubble? Do air bubbles help us here? Yes. Okay. I heard something. Fish. Alright, so the question is, can this stuff... Oh god, there's a spider. That didn't really seem to be eel grass either. There it is. This has got to be the eel grass here. Ah, okay, so we need a new thing to chop it. We found it. We have found it. Are we going to make it to the surface? Who knows? Okay, so we found eel grass. We need to figure out how to cut it. Because we can't use our axe underwater, so we need a knife. I think we tried that crappy knife we have back at the other base. I think we tried that in the pond and it didn't work either. Let's take a look at what this does while we're here. Nothing. I guess we just want to huck that. Alright. Almost out of the pond. And we're out. So the answer is we found the eel grass. It's deep. We need a way to cut it. Do we have a knife? Also, want to repair all of our stuff. Crafting tools and weapons. We have a stinger spear, spider fang dagger. That is probably works underwater. I don't know. Larva blade is the one we have. Maybe that does, but we've never been able to cut anything with that before. Here we go. Pebblet dagger is probably the one we have. It needs lily pad wax. Handy tool for harvesting aquatic flora or for defending oneself against underwater fauna. Nice. Well, I think that's the answer. I'm not sure. Let's hot craft some rope. Pretty sure that's the answer right there. And we can make it. Boom! Pebblet dagger. Pebblet dagger, what's this look like? So for our... What's that? Water boatman fin. Okay, so we definitely want to investigate that thing. One of these should be a pebblet dagger. Why am I not seeing it? Did we not make it? Pebblet dagger. 0. Yeah, we didn't make it for some reason. There we go. Now we've got it. Pebblet dagger. We're going to stick you where the shovel usually goes. And we're going to be able to harvest some eel grass. We are going to have to wait for next time to do that, however, because I am out of time here. Join me next time. We're going to dive into that water, cut some grass, maybe get a few more of the lily pad stuff. Come back out. We're going to have to hunt down a few more of the boatmen, make some fins, make a gill tube, and then we're going to be ready for the deep diving. We're probably also going to want to repair this armor. So I think that's probably going to start with a trip back to first home to do some minor repairs and crafting, make sure we're ready. We'll come back. It'll be quick. Until then, this has been Corknut. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and give me a like, some comments, etc. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.